Welcome to the Math Magician channel. In this video, we will learn about coordinate geometry. Coordinate geometry is entirely different from that geometry, the regular one. Okay, so what inside of it and how we have to work on it, let's take a start. So what we are doing in it, first of all, we have to understand what are the coordinates. What are the coordinate points? If I am taking two numbers A and B, let's suppose A and B are two numbers. So, how we can find out which one is the x coordinate and which one is the y coordinate? Always we have two coordinates. Remember the rule. Let's take a start. Coordinate geometry, where we have to plot these. Yes. So in coordinate geometry, we define the coordinates. First of all, we have to understand the concept of the coordinates. Coordinates of a point where we have to, yes, where we have to plot. Okay. So these are the coordinates of a point in a plane with reference to two mutual perpendicular lines. It means if you have two coordinates, coordinates. What is coordinates in coordinate geometry? What are these coordinates? Why they are using to this word? Coordinates is just like your x-axis and the y-axis. They are giving you two numbers. One number you have to plot in x-axis and the second number you have to plot in the y-axis. They always use the round bracket for the coordinates and separate these coordinates with the comma, and it's nothing else. Yes. So what is coordinate geometry? We have to use that numbers in a plane with reference to two mutual perpendicular lines. Look at over here. They are giving you such type of graph. In look, every line is perpendicular to the next. Every line is perpendicular to the next. What is perpendicular? Making the angle of 90 degree. Making the angle of 90 degree. So we are plotting according to the given situation. Yes. So let's suppose this was the graph and we are making by using the number lines. Look at this is one number line, and where is the origin? Origin always should be in the center. We are assuming this is 0, and when I am moving from origin to right hand side, I am using all positive numbers. When I am moving from origin to left hand side, I am using negative numbers, because this is the rule of the number line. It's the similar method I am using here, and I know this is my y axis, because y-axis is always by drawing the line as an vertical. If you are drawing a line in a horizontal, so you can say it's x-axis, and if the lines are under the situation of the vertically, you can say it's y-axis. And we are using two coordinates, one for the x coordinate, second for the y coordinates. So definitely we have to consider, if I am taking x coordinates, so I have to consider the x numbers only. Might be possible it's the plus number, or might be possible these are will be the negative numbers. So if I am using the y-axis, if I am moving upward direction, these numbers will be plus. But if I am moving down the plane, these number definitely or should be negative in nature. So this is the background of the coordinate geometry, but how we have to work on. So let's move on. Yes, let's suppose for a while I am giving you the address of my home. This is mathematics. Let's suppose I have two numbers and they are yellow and they are living in yellow zone. Where they are living? In the yellow zone. Why they are living here? They are not living in the green, blue and the purple zone. Just like a society, in your society they're giving you some block. It's block A, it's block B, it's C, D. So why they are choosing this block B? According to the nature of the numbers. Oh, you know, just like you purchasing your home according to your demand of that block. Okay, so how they selected? You are talking about the numbers. So if I am giving you any number, it's not necessary 2 and 3 always. You can write any number by separating the comma. You can take any numbers under the O. Yes, you can take any numbers under yellow zone. Yes, why not? But it should be closed in a round bracket. If I'm taking 3 and 6, yes, they again live in the yellow zone. Why they are living always in the yellow zone? Due to the nature of the numbers. Because in the yellow zone will apply only positive numbers. What I'm saying? Look at here. It's plus 2, it's plus 3, it's plus 3, it's plus 6. This is the strategy behind. Okay, so basically we are doing these in coordinate geometry. Look at over here how the position of the points on the plane is described using an ordered pairs of numbers. Yes, so must remember it. The first number always for your x coordinate, and the second number will always, just like 2 is here, and they are showing this is for the y coordinate. Remember it, don't forget it. And they will always give you in the round bracket by taking the comma between them. Okay, so let's move on and use some different numbers. But first of all, you have to understand the strategy where you have to plot these numbers. In coordinate geometry, we have four quadrants. When we are using these x-axis and y-axis, we have four different quadrants. Quadrant 1, quadrant 2, quadrant 3, quadrant 4, just like your blocks in your society. Okay, so how we can selecting these quadrants? They are the numbers. Definitely, they have some nature of the positive and the negative characters, positive or the negative sign. So according to the sign, we will decide it which quadrant. Look at over here in quadrant number 1, both the numbers will be positive. Quadrant number 2, both the numbers, one is negative while another one is positive. While I am moving towards the third quadrant, look at over here, both the numbers will be the negative in nature. Okay, while I am moving towards the quadrant number 4, my number 1 will be the positive, 1 will be the negative. So how you remember these? Yes, learn and fun. Look at here. Both are plus plus. Opposite to it, both are negative negative. Look at over here. This is minus plus. I can reverse of it plus minus. So remember this strategy? Not at all. Okay, so move on. Find out x coordinate and y coordinate. Not a big task. We remember it, the always first number will be your x coordinate, while the second number will be your y coordinate. They are giving you different nature of the number, some having plus, some having negative sign, some having negative, some having not sign. This is the origin 0. So move on how we have to plot these numbers. Remember it? The sign. First you have to look at the sign and then decide it in which quadrant I have to go. Okay, let's move on. 2 and 3. Can you decide it where we have to go? Where they will live? In quadrant one, 2, 3, 4. Thinking time. Yes, both having the full plus plus positive in nature, I can put it inside of the quadrant one. Look at over here. Both having the negative negative. I am moving in quadrant 3, not in quadrant 2. Yes, look at the first one is positive while second one is the negative sign. I can move here. No way, we can't go there because if the first one having the sign of the negative, then you can go there. And next will be the sign of the positive. Zero, you can zero consider as an it's it's the origin. Okay, so if they are not showing any number, so you can consider the positive character in it. Okay, so you have decided it where we have to go. But where? This is very big regions. Where is the exact location? You have to find out the location of these. Just like 2 upon 2 and comma 3, where I have to go. I am standing here in the origin position. This is my origin position. Where I have to go, I am get ready to move. Okay, so I remember the rule first number always my x quadrant. So I have to move in x axis. In x axis, but my x number, x coordinate is positive sign. So I have to move in that axis because it's showing the positive in nature. And where I have to move up till 2 position. Okay, from the origin, can I move up till 2 position? I have to stop when I'm reaching till 2 because my number is 2. Okay, now the second number is always y axis. Now I have to move towards the positive y because the second number is plus 3. If they will give you the minus 3, I have to move down. But now I have to move towards up and where we have to move till third number. Once I am reaching till third, I have to stop here. So where is the location of these two numbers? So I can write it. This one you have to use your ruler and then you have to locate these two exact points. Okay, so this will be your 2 upon 3. Where they have located this point. Where they live at this point. Okay, so if I am searching for this minus 3 or minus 5, both the numbers having the negative sign, it means in the third quadrant. The rule number one, first number is always will be your x quadrant. No, x coordinate. Quadrant are the regions where they are living. Quadrants, okay? While the coordinates are the numbers, those we are plotting inside of it. Okay, let's suppose we are solving the question 2 or example 2, that's minus 3 or minus 5. So we know that these are both having the negative sign, so we have to select quadrant 3. But where they are, where we have to plot, this is a very big region, just like your blocks in the society, in your area, in your, so where it is, just like your home, you are living in block B, just like the numbers are living in quadrant number 3. but actually where they are, where is the position of these numbers. So you have to look at these numbers. This is called coordinate geometry. Okay, so first number is 3. You are standing at the position of origin and you are moving up till 3, because the first axis is always your x. First number is always your x axis and the second number is always your 5. So you have to move towards the down of the plane, because you have to search for the minus 5. So where is the number? This will be your exact point, -3 and -5. So you can write it once you are getting this point. This is my point. I can locate point only, otherwise I can show these two lines. But make sure you have to use the ruler and it should be straight in position. I'm not using my ruler, I'm using just my mouse for the writing of these. Okay, so what are the numbers? -3, -5. Okay, now we have solved question 2. Now moving towards the question number 3. 6 minus 2, 6 and minus 2. Not 6 minus 2, 6 and minus 2. 6 you have to consider for the x quadrant. Uh-uh. X coordinate. Yes, you are listening. Okay. Plus and the negative sign. In which quadrant we have to select? I am moving. Oh, yes. So no, I where I have to go? In quadrant number 4. Okay. How? First I have to move on x quadrant, x coordinate. Thank you so much. Okay. So this one is 6. Where I have to move till? Up to 2. So I can stop here. Okay. So where is my number? Yes, where is my number? This one, -2 and a 6. Okay, so I can plot the dot only or I can show the lines. It's my choice which method I am following it. So if I'm choose select, I'm just making the spot. It means this spot showing the position of, just locate, please must locate the position. This is the area where these two number, yes, will live or exist. Okay, so let's move towards the question number 4. What are given? -3 and 0. Okay, so first of all I have to move on the third, -3, this will be here. Okay, okay, after that, don't just look at this, you have to locate for all. Okay, now it's 0. If they are giving you any number, so I have to move upward, है ना? But they are not giving me and they are just showing me that this is -3 and the 0. It means 0 is here, -3 and the 0. So I have to just locate number here, because -3 y axis, I don't move to upward and the back downward. Why? Because they are giving y as an or 0, and that is they are showing here. So how I can look at the point? This is my position and I can show it under the round, inside of the round bracket, by using comma for separating these two numbers. So where it should be, it's -3 and the second number will be 0. Yes. So hope so you have learned this concept. We are revising it again. These two numbers are the positive, so we are using quadrant 1. While these two numbers are the negative, we are using quadrant 3. When 1 is the positive sign and second is the negative sign, so we are moving towards quadrant number 4. While first number is negative, second number is always is positive, so we are moving towards the quadrant number 2. So we have solved these quadrants. So there is no questions in your mind. Do the practice, because practice make the man perfect or the math perfect. So hope you like coordinate geometry. This is entirely different from your regular geometry. Just you have to locate these coordinates and you have to find out the quadrant for these coordinates. Any question comes in your mind? So if you want to ask any question, my math stars, you can write your questions in the comment box. Okay, so there is the activity I have uploaded. There is some activity for you. You can check your learning. They are giving you some map and you have to locate these position where they are giving you four quadrants and they locate some position. You can find out where it is. It's two. So you can write these coordinates. First is 2. Look at over here and they are at 1 on y-axis. Where it's, you can find out the next. You can write it. Okay, where it, the home for this. So you can find out it's 6 and the second number will be your 6. Both having 6. So you can write it and inside of the round bracket 6 comma 6. Very interesting activity you can solve and you can find out the location of these. The key is given to you and you can shown here, they are showing here, okay, school. Where is the school? In quadrant number 1. Where is house? In quadrant number 1. Police station in quadrant number 4. While library in quadrant number 3. Where is the park? In quadrant number 2. Where is the city hall? In quadrant number 3. Okay, and what about the position of these? Just like the map, if you have to find out the school, so where is, in which street, in which, where we have to go, coordinate geometry will resolve your problem. Look at over here, 2 and a 1. So I can write it in the round bracket. 2 will be x quadrant, while 1 will be y, y quadrant. Okay. No way. Why coordinates? Thank you. You are with me. No one is in the sleeping. Okay. So two is the x coordinate and one is the coordinates. So subscribe Math Magician channel. Many tips and tricks for you. Happy learning. Thank you. Bye bye.